So now we jump to Doom 3, which is basically Doom 1 retold, but with far more details on how it happened and its aftermath. It's also the first game where you actually interact with other characters. You have Swan and Campbell, the sketchy duo, Betruger, the totally not a bad guy scientist, and Kelly, the story objective provider.
Marine, I've received a report that you... Marine, I was able to locate your position. Marine, Bravo team is down. Marine, this is Kelly.
Now, it's not just a base overrun with demons, it's a functioning place where normal life, or at least as normal as it gets on Mars, existed before everything went to hell. That makes the horror feel so much more impactful. You see the immediate consequences of what was unleashed, and it hits harder knowing what could happen if this nightmare gains more power.
See that Counselor Swan is sent directly to me.
You arrive on Mars, and you don't even have time to settle in before you're sent to find a missing scientist.
Now move out.
You track him down in an old comm facility where he's trying to send a warning to Earth, but before he can, everything goes to shit. The portal vomits out soul-possessing skull ghosts, and just like that, it's your problem now. Yeah, no, it's a bit slower this time. Your first job? Meet up with the other Marines tasked with sending a distress signal to Earth. Never mind. Now you have to send the message yourself. On your way, you find out Swan is racing you to destroy all the communication systems. But you're quicker and get there before him to send the message.
Do not call for reinforcements. We don't know what the hell is going on.
But no. Or yes, depending on your choice, which doesn't really matter. Now you're sent to shut down the portal that started all this shit, but oh no. You get sucked in and thrown straight into hell. Now, you're stumbling through the darkest fucking levels without a flashlight. Barely managing to fight your way out with the soul cube in hand. But guess what? That message you sent, or didn't send, was sent by Betruger anyway. And while you were busy closing one portal, he went ahead and opened a bigger one. So everything you did up to this point, yep, doesn't fucking matter now. Now, you've got to act fast before the rescue ship arrives, or the demons will take over and invade Earth. While fighting your way through, you learn that Sergeant Kelly is now possessed, and he wrecked both Swan and his bodyguard Campbell, stealing his BFG in the process.
Welcome to the missile.
But now it's yours. Sweet. You then learn that the Soul Cube is a weapon made from the souls of an ancient Martian civilization to fight off a demon. Okay, that's enough. Just go read the PDAs if you care. What you really need to know is that it's a weapon made to kill demons, just like your shotgun, plasma rifle, or literally every other weapon you've been using for the past 12 years. Anyway, so you head underground deep into the ancient ruins of Mars' lost civilization, where the biggest portal is located. There, you come face to face with a cyber demon guarding it. After ripping his fucking legs off, you shut down the portal and get saved by Earth's forces. The end? Or is it? Well, no, because Doom 3, Resurrection of Evil, has the UAC going back to Mars to rebuild the base. This time, my confirmation that I wasn't gay sends a team of Marines to explore more ruins. They quickly discover a strange, beating heart, the Heart of Hell. The ancient Martians captured the artifact during Hell's first invasion, but since they couldn't destroy it, they locked it away in a secret chamber.
Great job, friends. The Hell artifact is safe. Nothing can destroy those walls. Nothing! Well, except if someone uses some sort of explosive device, but demons don't have access to TNT, right?
Anyway, because some idiot Marine decided to touch the obviously cursed, still beating demonic heart with his bare fucking hands, Hell gets unleashed all over the base. Again. Now, demonic hunters get sent by Betruger, who's now a fucking dragon. Yeah, I know. At least you don't have to fucking ride it. But you quickly figure out that you can shove their essences back into the artifact to absorb their power. With the help of the love of my life, you head back into Hell to destroy it for good.
And I want it.
No!
After an epic fight, you go for the final shot, but oh no! Betruger eats you. Oh wait, never mind, he spits you back out. Okay, why do villains always do this? They've got the hero at their mercy, and instead of just crushing them, they decide to throw them away. Like, how would throwing someone deal more damage than, I don't know, biting down his fucking body with your big-ass razor teeth? Anyway, because Betruger is a dumbass, you shove the artifact down his goddamn throat, he explodes, and you die.
Marine, welcome home.
Looking back, Doom 3 did bring more lore into the franchise, which Bethesda then flushed straight down the poop tube. It showed more of the UAC, which wasn't just dabbling in weapons research and teleportation, but also bioresearch and archaeology, making it all the more interesting. But some of the story beats felt pointless. Like, sending the message or not, it doesn't matter because Betruger sends it anyway, and there are no real repercussions no matter what you choose. So all the hard work you put in, all the Marines who died to get that message out, it was for nothing. Then there's Swan and Campbell, whose roles end up feeling pretty useless. Sure, your mission changes because of them, and at first you might think they're the bad guys, but then, surprise, they're actually trying to save everyone's ass. But they don't really interact with you directly except right before you send the message. The rest of the time, they're just moving around, doing their own thing, and when you finally catch up to them, they're either dead or about to die. And it doesn't feel as impactful as it could have been.
Be destroyed.
And then there's Betruger just opening a bigger portal because, well, I guess he can just do that now. The beginning was fun, and it felt like it was heading in a great direction, but after you're brought back from hell, it starts to feel like a letdown. But at its core, it's still stuck to what made classic Doom. Mars, hell, demons. Even with the addition of an ancient civilization and a whole backstory for the Soul Cube, they did the right choice to keep it separate from the main storyline, when they could have integrated with added cinematics or lore drops during gameplay. And I think they were going for that in their first draft, where the story about the civilization, the Soul Cube, and Betruger's contact with the demons was supposed to unfold during gameplay. And when I said Doom 1's levels were telling a story on their own, here it's even more intense. You really feel like this was just a place where people worked every day, a normal job in a not-so-normal location. Then you watch it gradually fall apart. Corridors littered with corpses, signs of people who tried to fight back and failed. Hell, just the placement of bodies alone was enough to tell a story by itself. It was some solid horror design. But the most important thing, the main story they showed you while playing was simple. And sure, you could argue that it was too simple, but Doom doesn't need a complicated narrative to work. Just give the player a clear goal, where they need to go and why they need to pew-pew those demons, and that's all it takes. It's kind of crazy to think that 11 years went by between Resurrection of Evil and Doom 2016 without any major Doom game. There was the BFG edition, which added a new story, but let's be real, it was just a copy-paste of everything we had already seen. One member of Bravo Team survives, meets Dr. Meyer, who was working alongside Betruger, on a bigger portal, and now you need to shut it down before the fleet arrives. Yeah, sure, okay. And what's even more stupid is that in Resurrection of Evil, they clearly say there was only one survivor, but by the end of this mission, suddenly there are two more. Or maybe they were silenced, or the Bravo Team survivor went mad, or whatever excuse they tried to throw in there. There was more story introduced in the Doom RPG games, but I won't go too deep into them. The first one is basically Doom 3 again. Evil scientist, portals, same deal. Then, of course, we got our favorite movie of all time, Doom, the zombie movie. I mean, Doom the movie, starring everyone's favorite ball badass, Dwayne the fucking Rock Johnson. If you take away hell, demons, the lone survivor, well, I guess the Doom name in general, it's actually a pretty okay action flick. Not epic, not award-winning, but okay. It had some cool moments. The toilet scene, the pinky scene. But instead of using the story from Doom 3, they went full Resident Evil because, well, it was 2005. Zombies were printing money, so why bother with demons? Of course, Doom 3 also got books. 2 of them. Matthew Costello, that name sounds familiar. Oh yeah, he's the same guy who wrote the story for Doom 3. He took a lot of the ideas and themes from his original Doom 3 scenario and delved deeper into them. The story starts with Ian Kelleher, the UAC chairman, along with Swan, the lawyer, and Campbell, the bodyguard, arriving on Mars to evaluate the experiments being conducted there for Ian's father, the UAC founder. This storyline is intertwined with Kane's, showing how he was sent to Mars as punishment for disobeying orders during an Operation Interextan, where he refused to abandon another squad. The book jumps between perspectives, showing Marines and workers stuck in a dull, routine life on Mars. But with each chapter, it builds up tension, making it clear that something isn't right. until the portal finally opens and hell is unleashed at the end of the book. It's nothing groundbreaking or literary genius, but it's fun, and getting to see more of the UAC, the experiments, and different perspectives from soldiers and employees is a cool addition. If you enjoyed reading PDAs in Doom 3, you'd probably enjoy these books too. And then there was the most necessary piece of Doom media ever created. Doom. The movie, the book. Yes, a book based on a movie, based on a game, based on another game. I didn't read it, so for all I know, it could be the greatest story ever written, but I'll live without knowing. Now we jump to Modern Doom. It took a while to release because they were going in a very different direction with what was supposed to be Doom 4. But that got canned, and the most of it that remained was used for assets or inspiration for Doom 2016.